So your perspective on anything really is determined by the experiences that you've had. And today I've just done my first session with Rupert actually, loading him in a slant load trailer. So he's been for one trailer ride in his life, and it was in a slant load. It was when we moved from the other ranch down to here. But we had all the dividers tied open and they were loose in the trailer, because at that point in time, Rupert had never been tied up. Since then, he's learned how to tie up, of course. And so I've just done the first loading of him here today. We loaded him without closing the divider, then got him off, put him on, closed the divider, then hooked him up to a block of tie ring over there. And in the video of me, we filmed it all, in the video of me loading him, I mentioned that some people would watch it and go, oh my God, he's got a rope halter on. I would never ever travel my horse with a rope halter on, because what if there's an accident? You know, I don't want him to choke to death. I want him to be able to break loose. Well, I have thought of that outcome, but I've also thought of another outcome that those people may not have thought of. And so he's got the block of tie ring. So if we have an accident and he gets, you know, he has to come loose, he can come loose. But now he's out running down the side of the highway while wearing a halter and a lead rope. Whereas if you have one of those breakaway things and there's an accident and your horse has to break loose and they get out of the trailer, now there's no halter and lead rope. So now it's a huge liability. The human lives are at stake if no one can catch that horse. So, you know, like I said, your perspective is based on a lot of experience, and I may have had some more traveling experience and seen things happen on the road more than some people have, but I would not personally want a horse in a trailer with a breakaway thing like that, just because, like I said, if there's a terrible accident and they get loose, now they got no halter on them. Whereas if I have a rope halter that's not going to break, attached to a lead rope that's not going to break, attached to a block of tie ring, if there's an accident, that comes loose, he gets out of the trailer, and the nearest person can just grab a hold of the end of the lead rope and tie him to a tree or tie him to a post or whatever.